Greetings, everybody. Greetings. I don't know if they caught that. It's RPG Grandma, and I decided to do Book of Artifacts today. I think I mentioned that in the live. That was what I was leaning towards. Furnishings. We made it to Furnishings. Look at that. Flaming skull things. Demon skulls. So let's find out. Furnishings. Can wisdom be put in a silver rod, or love in a golden bowl? Blake. Book of Thel. So let's see what they got for us. Now, somebody liked these furnishings. They went through and they gave them numbers. Looks like for a 20-sided die. So they could maybe put things in rooms they felt like. Could be. So, Bar Danzini's device. This one's by Mary. Wholesales $20,000. Retails $50,000. That's more than a 40% markup. I'm pretty sure. Okay, common. Large techno machine with cables leading to a helmet. Radiates lawful good magic. This is a machine for teaching techno knowledge. Any character putting on the helmet falls into a trance for 1d6 rounds. When the character wakes, he has exactly the same techno knowledge as the player has in real life concerning technological mechanisms, physics, math, chemistry, and biology. At Dungeon Master's option, history, literature, or other subjects may be included as well. Upon waking, a save versus confusion is required. If failed, he may, in the Dungeon Master's option, either be helplessly confused for 1d6 turns or suffer random insanity, duration, permanent, or Dungeon Master's option. We recommend pantheism, see Insanity Tables. Handbook of Traps and Tricks by Dragon Tree. So that must be a specific form of insanity that they have worked up. I don't know. A version of this in some shape or form I might consider doing for some reason in a game, but I don't know if I would make it that good. I like my players to work a little bit. Try to figure out what the toaster is. Okay, Book of Knowledge. This one is by GT and Mary. Who's GT? Who is GT? Have I seen GT before? I don't remember seeing GT. I don't see a GT. It says GT, but I don't see a GT. I'm looking at the other, like, who could it be? Wow, I don't have a name. Mr. GT, whoever you are. Common, giant book. This is the Book of Knowledge. It's 6 feet by 3 feet. Cover decorated with wood grain design and its name. This, by the way, wholesales for $2,000, retails for $3,000. Each page in this book shows the name and the door of a different library somewhere in the multiverse. Oh, this is kind of cool. Given an hour of unbroken concentration, a character may achieve a trance state which allows him to astrally project himself through the door. Wisdom roll required. Once inside, he will appear solid to the librarian and other patrons and can handle books, make notes, etc. When he leaves the library by whatever exit, his astral self will rejoin his own body. He can carry nothing out of the library save what he took in. To bring back notes, he must make them with pen and ink he took in himself. Time in the library is a normal game time. To spend 3 hours in research requires a total of 4 hours undisturbed. The first hour spent achieving the trance, the other 3 in the library. To change libraries requires coming back to his body and starting over. If his body is disturbed, even a loud noise may serve DM's discretion. He returns immediately and must save versus confusion. If failed, he is confused for 1d6 rounds, or at Dungeon Master's option may contract a random insanity for 1d6 turns. In some worlds, he will automatically be able to read or speak the language used in the library, Dungeon Master's option. So you got a lot of options here, but it is kind of cool. People could go to libraries that they've heard about, but nobody knows where they are. Right? You could go to a library, think about it, a library that's buried somewhere on the planet or on a different planet, abandoned, you know. Yeah, that could be fun. Sunken libraries might not be fun, under the water. So it might be important to know what library door they're going through. But you could have fun with this as a DM. The players could have fun with this. It could be an awesome way to research things. Finding this as part of the quest, to go to different libraries, to find something that they need to finish their ultimate quest, could be cool. Brother Samuel's Folding Door. This one's by Mary. Wholesales 20,000, retails 30,000. Common. Looks like a crumpled piece of magical parchment. Can you tell magical parchment from non-magical parchment without a spell? Just asking that question. This paper unfolds and unfolds and unfolds. Finally, it is seen to be a full-size door and door frame, just stiff enough to stand up, with someone holding each side and no wind. On the door is written, "Job to do, please go through. Job undone, stay till 1. Only a person who has an important and dangerous mission can go through the door. When he does, a loud ping is heard, and he vanishes into a special subspace status named Akron." Excuse me. This one's long, by the way. 1d6 rounds, or Dungeon Master's option later, he reappears, usually much nearer the location of his mission. This is often used for teleporting adventurers into dungeons. When the job is done, he may knock on thin air, and if the door is unfolded and held up at that time, it will open and he can step back through. Any number of people may go through as long as it's held open. Once a person has been through this door, he is permanently attuned to subspace Akron and is liable to ping back into it at any random moment of relaxation. Oh, Tommy's gone again. Someone get the door paper out. This happens whenever a player must leave the game while his character is deep in the dungeon. Normally, one cannot ping out of melee or other stressful situations. Gotta be relaxed, remember? People who have been in Akron together always meet again. If the player moves on while one member is pinged, the site of his return is Dungeon Master's option, or 0-1 through 75, 1 to 100 feet from other Akronites, random direction, 76 through 90, same place he pinged out, 91 through 100, that's the 00, random location in dungeon. For each American week, Dungeon Master option, that a character stays in Akron, there's a 10% cumulative that he will ping out of the dungeon altogether to a random location, with all unhealed damage doubled. You just can't hang there, is what they're saying. There will be penalties. Although no one ever remembers what happens in Akron, people usually, Dungeon Master's option, come back with side effects. So 01 through 50 bad, 51 through 65 neutral, 65 through 75 good, 76 through 100 none. Consult your random effects table or see page 30. I'm going to stop there. That's a nice 10-minute video. Not going to overdo it. But these, I wonder if the skulls have something to do with Greylock's Fright Light and Greylock's Mirror Protector, which we will cover the next episode. So, and we'll continue page 22 of the Book of Artifacts and Reading with Grandma. I hope everybody's having a great Tuesday and getting ready for 4th of July. I've got to decorate. I realize I don't have anything up. I usually have something up by now. So everybody have a great rest of the day. Peace. Remember, even when things are going bad, there's usually thousands and hundreds of things that went right in your day. So it's important to stop and gain perspective about the things that are going right, even when things are going wrong. It can be little things, like you have food. You know, all your other bills are paid, but the one you're something weird went with, okay? Instead of none of the bills being paid. Things like that. You know, you didn't get in an accident getting to work, right? I mean, you have clean clothes because, you know, laundry machine's working. You're able to do your laundry at the laundromat on schedule. Stuff like that. So stop and remember that there are tons of things that go right every day when you're dealing with a hassle. Because most of our hassles are inconvenient. You know, they may be some kind of financial issue involved, but most things aren't the end of the universe. That's what I'm getting at. And once you have a plan on how to deal with the problem, whatever the problem is, you can move forward. What prevents you from moving forward and making a good plan is getting stuck mentally that there isn't anything that can change the situation. Nothing you can do. You know, it's just oh, it's so terrible. So try not to put yourself in that headspace. Try to always think there's always a way to deal with this. I'm upset, I'm unhappy in the moment, but that's the moment. And just remember that. It's the moment. But all these other things on the previous moments went right. You know, there's all this potential for good moments in the future. And that is how you get through difficulties. They can be minor hassles. They can be major hassles, major life things. And then just knowing some things are completely out of your control. Like when they put you in the special little quiet room in the ER because they're thinking they're going to have to come tell you that your loved one has died. And so they don't want you in the lobby of the emergency room. Yeah. So, you know, those are bad things, right? Out of your control. Whatever's going to happen from that point on, as you're sitting in the little room alone in isolation with nothing, you know, but your own thoughts. You have to realize that you've done everything you can do. Your trust is in the ability of other people to do something, hopefully. If they can't, they can't. If they can, they can. And that's a bad space to be in. But I've been there. Been there a few times. So the point that I'm making is even though that bad things happen, 100 other things went right that day, and things went right after that as well. So you can't get yourself stuck in bad headspace, because it doesn't help you. It doesn't help the situation. Um, so try to make sure that you don't end up on the hamster wheel. You know, step off the hamster wheel and take a breath and count your blessings every day. Oh, and remember, people are important. They're probably the most important thing in your life, even when they're driving you up the wall. Believe me, sometimes people drive me up the wall, but I wouldn't replace a single person that I value. Um, mm-mm. You know, if you have kids, you know what I mean by driving you up the wall. It's like your pets too, you know, like you love your dog, right? But sometimes it drives you up the wall, you know. But would you replace your dog? No. You love your dog. Your dog is important. Your dog will only live so long. So value your dog. Why your dog is with you. You know, it's the same with human beings. They only live so long. Value them. Why they are alive. Because once they're gone, they're gone. Once you are gone, you're gone. Um, and you're out of those people's lives. So, and to be significant in life, you have to value other people. Um, and that is, otherwise, you're not going to be significant, because no one knows you. You see what I'm saying? So for people to get to know you, you have to allow them to get to know you. So tell somebody you value them today. If they're family, give them a hug. Tell them you love them. If they're that close of a friend that you can say, man, I love you, man, you know that, because they're that tight of a friend, say it. Um, let them know. And it may be something they need to hear today. You don't know what's going on in their lives. I don't know what's going on in my coworkers' lives, but I legitimately say nice things to them because I want them to know that I value them. I appreciate them um, for the things they do for me, and that's why I try to do things for them as well. You know, we're a team. So I want you guys to think about that. I mean, that's how you get players too. You know, value your players, value your game masters, value the work of other people. Um, but just remember, 100 things usually go right in a day. So don't let the one thing that didn't be uh, the focus of the day. Let the 100 things that went right be the focus of the day. Now, I get it. You know, if something really horrible happened, that's not going to be possible. But I'm talking about just the minor bumps that we go through getting through the day, and cut each other slack. So blessings. Like, subscribe, comment. Um, let me know how I'm doing. We are getting there. Furnishings. And we're at 18, almost 19 minutes. So I'm going to peace on out of here. Bye.